Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, back with a new video with another book review. I'm kind of busy during the spring and summer. This is a book I got a while back. It's about outdoor life, written by Tim McWelsh, and one of the editors and some of the editors of Outdoor Life. Prepare for anything and be a survivor. And it has 338 essential skills, things ranging on gear, skills, survival, various scenarios that you may encounter in an emergency situation. And the book's not bad. I did a review a few years back with another book I read, and I came across this in Lowe's, and I just couldn't, it had an interesting cover, with the caution color at the bottom and the match. So I figured I'd give this book a try, and it had a lot of great information. Many different chapters. Let's see. And the contents go from, let's see, introduction to gear, skills. Let's see, there's various different things. Survival, and there's like a number of different. There's a number of different topics that the book covers. It covers food growing. Kind of looks a good kind of vehicle to have for different types of emergency situations. They even come with some illustrated scenarios. Here's one. This is the benefit of having paracord shoelaces. And as a guy, he's a Star Wars fan. He's come back home, and there's some guys they break into his place. They zip tie him. They're taking some of his memorabilia. It's cool. You got the Darth Vader bust right there, and he uses his shoelaces, which are made out of 550 paracord, and he's able to use it to kind of saw through the zip tie, and was able to, as he broke loose, he jumped out the window and ran to go get some help. So stuff like that. It has just chapter on knives. This looks like one of my multi tools. I have the Gerber multiplier, which is like an AR-15, M4, M16 multi tool. It looks just like it. See if I find the things. Chapter on knots. Of course, you gotta have that. Let's see. Talks about different fuel types. As I said before on my channel, my truck's a diesel. One of the things that kind of pushed me to getting the truck I have is the benefits of having a diesel motor with the low end torque and the power that I'm able to get out of it. Even though it's a non-turbo, I still have the amount of power that I can get out of that truck. Also, it's four-wheel drive, and it's manual, so it's well, I guess it's more user friendly for someone who has experience, with that kind of stuff. Um, but I did have to learn a lot of things along the way, and being an owner of that truck. Let's see what else. Shows you how to make recycled briquettes. And I saw something like this on Doomsday Preppers, where this family they were recycling paper. They would get it real wet until it's like a mushy, so it's like a pulp, and they would press it. They would press it and then put it in a kiln to dry it. And basically, what they did was they were making fuel, basically fuel cylinders that were made of tightly packed paper fibers, and would be able to use for cooking, for keeping warm, stuff like that. And it actually has a diagram to show you how to make them yourself. The whole rig, and the wet paper. So there's different types of sleeves made of PVC. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I might try that. I don't know, but I think it's an interesting thing to have in the book. It talks about the different types of transportation, from walking to a military police vehicle, military or police vehicle, and in the middle of that is a bus, RV, and a four-wheel drive pickup. So what else I got in here? Kind of stuff to have inside your car. It's a nice, it's kind of handy to have. I have a good amount of these things, except for the peanut butter. I can't eat peanut butter. I'm allergic. Benefits of paracord. It even shows how you can cut cheese. You can cut cheese with paracord. Let's see, skills. So I mentioned before about manual transmission. So it shows you how to, one added benefits of learning how to drive a manual. Knowing CPR, assess and control bleeding. Let's see what else. Making char cloth, which is essentially a charcoal impregnated cloth that can be used as a fire starting fuel, so you don't get caught without sardines. And it shows you how different uses of a sardine in the can that it comes in. Let's see what else they got in here. Dig your own well. Make a gypsy well. Pretty interesting. Here's another kind of a comic right here. There's a woman who's has a garden on top of her apartment building, and it just kind of goes through as to the kind of steps you'd have to take to get off the roof of a building, which is an extreme situation to find yourself in. But I guess it's showing the things that that she was able to do, and later ends with her having to jump off, land on an awning, and then land on the roof of a car. She was a little banged up, but she showed that she had a chance to save herself. I make a self-watering container garden, which I think is pretty interesting. Take care of your own wellness, basically identifying different plants and herbs to make your own medicines. How to build a chicken coop. How to chop a chicken's head off humanely. Let's see. Shows you how to dress a rabbit. I'm pretty sure the his and her homestead has done this plenty of times. Shout out to you guys. You have a pretty good channel. How to make goat milk cheese. Canning. I know a lot about that. Well, I know a fair amount about that. Let's see. How to make an oil lamp. That's skill number 194. So I'm only halfway through a book too. So, know your diesels. So basically, different ways how to run your vehicle on French fry oil. Make conversion to biodiesel, stuff like that. How to make biodiesel, which is a pretty I actually got biodiesel caught my interest when I was watching a program on Discovery. I think it was Discovery Channel, it was National Geographic, and it showed a guy who was kind of put in a situation where there was there was no fuel available, and it was funny was they had a square body Chevy that had the same 6.2 diesel motor in it, and it showed how the guy he had to get lye and methanol and fryer oil, old fryer oil. Had to kind of cook up his own biodiesel on the fly, which is it's actually it's a pretty dangerous task to undertake, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Different ways of holding a knife. Don't get in a knife fight. So I said that's because there's a high probability that if you get in a knife fight you're gonna get cut, and you want to try to do it best you can to avoid getting yourself injured with any conflict you may find yourself facing. How to fletch your own arrows. It basically means how to make your own arrows and the arrowheads and the tail. It's interesting. It shows you how to make your own arrow out of a dowel, duct tape, epoxy, and varnished beeswax, and some sheet metal. How to make your own PVC bow. Don't get caught without duct tape. By the way, if you saw the movie Skyscraper, they talk about this a lot, about the advantages of duct tape. I'm pretty sure you guys want to see this. Drill home accuracy, basically dry firing and different isosceles and weavers, different ways of holding your handgun, and just a bunch of different things like that. Survival, flashlights. Now this is something that's kind of controversial in the prepping circle, but ask for and give help, and it talks about the morale boost that it can give if you offer help to other people as well as receive help for yourself, so that you're not just a man on your own. You're not isolated from everyone else, because we all need each other. So it doesn't really help to keep yourself locked away, it would suck to approach someone who locked themselves away and they can actually help you if you're facing a hard time. Let's see what else I got here. Space blankets. Prepare for hurricanes and cyclones. fight back against flooding. See, right here they show a scenario of a mother protecting her family from some looters after a hurricane, and talk about how she had to kind of bluff them because she had an old shotgun, but it didn't work. But she had to try to scare these guys away, and in the story it does work. Though I rather the shotgun didn't work. Big part because I like shotguns. I like shotguns to work. Let's see. Building a basement bunker. Making a bucket bathroom. Let's see what else. Yeah, here almost comes to the end of the book. How to tan hides. That's pretty cool. Learning a trade. So it talks about how having a trade under your having some trades under your wing could be beneficial when it comes to bartering. Because that way you're able to trade what you can do or what you've collected for what someone else has that you may need. Because despite what some people think, you cannot have everything that you need. It's impossible. So learn art, developing skills. Use a fire plow. It has right here, spark it up, different methods of creating fire. And it's funny they mentioned snacks. So they have cheese curls up here in the corner. Here's a tip, and I think Suits did a video about this. Doritos are great for getting a fire started. The oil in the snack, and it's made up of corn. It burns fairly well, so it's a good fire starter. See, using bricks and stones to heat your home. Master 6 advanced knots. Don't get caught without beer. Let's see, use an EpiPen. Apply a tourniquet. Deliver a baby. How to open an airway. And this is about open their airways. A little comic here. And I've seen this plenty of times in film of using a pocket knife and a ballpoint pen to open up someone's airway if they're choking. Survive a gunshot wound. Take care of an impaled victim. Decompress a chest wound. Let's see. So I'll hit the end here. There was a part in this book that actually showed you how to make a forge. I thought it was pretty cool how to make a forge using, let's see if I can find it real quick, using a grill. Use a grill, some pipe, and some cement, and you're able to make a forge to where you can make knives, make various tools. How to make your own gunpowder. For that, you would need saltpeter, potassium nitrate, which is potassium nitrate, some charcoal, and some sulfur. But I did come across a video a while back on how to make all that with how to use sugar as a substitute for sulfur. Here we go. I actually put a bookmark right here. Build your own backyard forge. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if I'll do it, but if I ever wanted to, at least I have the plans right here on how to do it. But that's it. Just wanted to do just kind of run through this book with you guys. Like I said, I found this at Lowe's. I'm pretty sure you can find it at any other bookstore where they have this. Have a preparedness section. I'm pretty sure you can find this book online as well. If you guys already read this book, tell me what you think. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What do you guys think of this run through? Is there any? If you have any questions about what may be in this book, just leave a comment section. For those of you who are new viewers to the channel, welcome. I hope you guys check out my older videos and look forward to new videos to come. I haven't forgot. Oh yeah, speaking of Forge, I have not forgotten about the machete project. I'm almost finished on that. I have a few more things I want to do to it, but it's coming together a lot, a bit nicely. So expect the video for that to come up shortly. That's my video.